It's Chris here today from Huckabones Equipment, and today's video we're going to be doing an overview of the 252 as well as comparison up against the Z400 and why you may choose one over the other. So let's jump right to it and pointing out all the key features of the new 252. Okay, so today's video, like I said, we're going to be talking a lot about the Z252 series. Again, it is a brand new series and it is updated, and they've hit a home run with this. So before, Kubota had the Z100s and then the Z200s and did some modifications and some updates throughout that. Now we moved up and now talking about the Z252. Again, in the long and short of it is this is the entry level units. Again, they've always had that 42-inch model. It looks completely different and it's not something we're going to be talking about today. But again, they still come in a 48 and a 54 with a few different features. But at the end of the day, what most people do purchase whenever they're coming into a zero turn with Kubota is going to be in that series. Again, this was introduced back in the spring. We've seen it about a year ago at the Kubota meetings. Like I said, it is a home run with them. They've done a lot of key features and we're going to start jumping into it now as to what is brand new compared to the old models. So lots of key features, and again, like we always do, we're going to start out front. So the first one you're going to see is brand new spanking tires here. They are the same size tires as what you're going to see on like the Z412. They are wide, and that's why we brought in the Z400 here. As you can see, very good comfort level there. You're going to get some great, whenever you get into some rough aspects there, it's going to really increase your comfort level, and that's what Kubota was aiming for with this model. And then whenever you jump a little bit farther back, you're going to see this new removable plate here. So again, it used to be bolted on there. It wasn't a big deal. It was 4 bolts. You take it off and then you could clean out under there. Nice and easy, and that's been adapted from the Z400s. Again, that's why this unit's here, is because there's a lot of aspects that were taken from the Z400 and it brought into what you see here today. So again, removable pad there. There is now some pucks under there, some rubber pucks, and you're like, wow, that's pretty basic, and it is. But what does it do? It reduces your vibration there. So really, whenever your feet are planted there, a lot less vibration, a lot more comfort. You're going to hear that a lot too. Increase your comfort level, increase your comfort level. And that's what they were aiming for, right? The next updated feature, as we move a little bit farther back here, is the removable cover here. So again, slick and easy, and that's off. Again, before it was just a little clip on there. Not a big deal, but it is a nice key feature to upgrade, right? Whenever you're looking to clean, and most people, hey, I'm just speaking for most people here, don't clean out their zero turn all the time, right? So the quicker and simpler Kubota can make it, the more likely you are to do it, right? So that's what they're aiming for. So nice click system there, nice and easy to take out, and that's what you're looking for, right? So whenever you take this top plate out, take this out, you have complete access there to remove all the debris after every cut, or like most people, once a month or 3 times a summer is what you're probably going to do, but it is easy to do when it is there. So now let's jump a little bit farther back and talk about the operator station here. You're going to see a lot of different upgrades here, and again, most of it is to increase your comfort level again. So whenever you start down here, you got that big pedal there to lower and lift that deck. The reason they did that is to make it easier on you. It was quite a push before. They had that easy lift system that was an upgrade, kind of an option. Again, it was just to help the spring to kind of make it life easier again for you. Again, really slick and simple. And whenever you compare it up against the Z400, it's got a big pedal, but very hard to lift, especially if you're a smaller person with shorter legs. So nice, slick, simple, easy system of lowering and lifting that deck. Whenever you move a little bit farther back, you'll see this nice deluxe seat. So you got 21 inches here, an 1.5 inches of suspension here. So you travel, again, increase your comfort level, nice and easy to adjust it. You know, that dial has been around for a while now to increase or decrease the suspension level on it. One nice new feature is this handle here to slide that seat forward and back. Again, it's in virtually the same position as before, just bigger and better, which is what you're looking for whenever you're trying to adjust on the fly. New heavy handles. You're like, well, why are things going to get heavier? Don't I want it nice and easy to move? Well, whenever things are heavier, less vibration. So whenever you combine that with the pucks underneath, you're going to have less vibration coming up through your feet. When you're going to have less coming up through your hands with that nice heavy set handles here. So, and that's what they're aiming for. Again, increase your comfort level. In my opinion, not overly needed, but that's the way the industry is moving. Push start. Again, you can push that, start your engine, and away you go. Again, whether that's an increased comfort level over turning a key, that's debatable, but it is there. And again, it still does come with a small little key, so I can pull that out there, that you need to actually have that in there to start it. It looks like a twig. As you move over to the far side here, you'll see that we already have it open for you, is that cubby holder there to put your phone in if you don't want it to bounce out like before. Or in like the Z400s, again, no cover there, so you can put your phone, your iPod, so that you can listen to your music and everything while you're cutting the grass. So we have the folding roll bar now. So again, it is nice, simplified, nice and easy. You just, same as a standard Kubota, pull out the pin and then pull out the bigger pin, pull it back, and then you have the folding ROP, so that you get in and out under your trees, makes it nice and simple, which is what we're aiming for here, right? So. And again, it's kind of like all the same as what you saw in all those tractors that Kubota has and everything. And then after that, how do you get the folding roll bar? It depends what model you choose. So Kubota, as they've always had, whether it was the Z100 or 200 series, was engine choices. So before it was either a Briggs or a Kohler. Well, Kubota has stopped dealing with Briggs, so that's why they moved up to either the Kohler or the Kawasaki. So the Kohlers are going to be your entry level. It's going to come with just a standard roll bar, and then your folding roll bar will be on your Kawasaki. There is other differences between, but you're mostly going to be seeing out there is the Kawasaki Deluxe model. Again, why is that? In this market is you're probably going to be looking for comfort, not just a standard model. So that's why 9 times out of 10 people are purchasing the Kawasaki, and that's why most likely in the near future you're just going to see Kubota offering the Kawasaki engine and not have the lower entry level Kohlers. But we'll wait and see on that, as that's kind of what they talked about at the last meeting down in, where did they go? Kansas, down at the last meeting in Kansas, where they talked about taking 17 models down to 9. So you could see the Kohlers disappear and just be running with the Kawasaki's in the very near future. But after that is, as mentioned, depending on what size of mower deck you go with, whether it be the 48 or 54, you're going to see a choice of engines between Kohler and Kawasaki, and virtually be 22 or 25 horsepower depending on the engine and the size of the deck. After that, further back here is you're going to see some new cowling back here to really identify that it is a Z252. You're always going to see the standard pins back there for if you have a roller or anything else for collection in the back. After that, we have the new fast rims. As you can see, they are pretty fancy looking, and they don't make it any faster, but it looks faster when we're just sitting here. So pretty awesome, pretty neat that way. And then I always like to share my opinion is they used to have lights at the front there that nobody ever used, but you paid a few $100s for. Well, now it's an extra kit that's about $400 or $500 that looks terrible. It mounts on the roll bar up here, and it looks absolutely junk. But again, that is only for the people that do need the extra light, that are cutting into the fall or late at night in the summer. My always comment is you should just stop and go in and have your beer then. But some people do need to cut late at night, so it is still an option. And then one thing that has changed out the back because of this new cowling system is there is a new grass catcher available. It looks the exact same as the old and is actually the same look and feel. Is because it is the same unit, just with a different mounting system, a few different brackets to let it mount around this cowling. You can actually adapt the old one to work, just have to manufacture a couple of different brackets. So that kind of gives you an overview of this whole unit and one of the key features that have come with it. So whenever you go to your local Kubota dealership, you're going to be faced with, well, you're going to have lots of options. As you can see, there's 2 models here. Your product specialist is going to be trying to narrow down what you're going to be looking for. And the questions he's going to ask you are going to be kind of how much grass are you cutting, what size of lawn, are you doing multiple lawns, are you looking more for a commercial unit or just for yourself, and then after that, what is your budget, because there is price differences as you go up the lineup. So one thing that all the product specialists are going to be probably mentioning is that this is a Mini 400. So you can see they look pretty similar now. They've incorporated a lot of the extras and best things from your Z400 lineup and put them on the Z202, but there are some key differences. So again, depending on how you answer your questions, you're going to be seeing, well, do you like extra comfort? And that's going to really jump into what you're going to like on the Z202. Again, with these new floor pan reduction on there, with your HST handles being reduction there, and a nice deluxe seat. Because you'll see it actually has the suspension seat standard, whereas whenever the entry level 400, it won't. So nicer seat, less vibration, that's what you're going to be looking for. After that, whenever you get out front, you're going to see bigger tires actually on the Z202, again, compared to the entry level 421. So big key differences there. And then after that, you're going to see the full rear ops on either one. So it's what you need after that. The biggest difference and the benefit of why you may want to go up to a Z400 is your capacities, right? So whenever the Kubota talks about this being light commercial, it is going to have a more powerful engine to it, a more deluxe engine, and same with your hydrostats. It's going to be quite a bit quicker. You know, this one's still going to be doing 10 miles an hour compared to your 6 miles an hour. So again, if you're doing commercial, multiple units or multiple lawns, you're going to be selecting this unit. But if you're looking for comfort, which a lot of people are, especially if it's just homeowners, you're going to be probably selecting the Z202. So lots of differences there. At the end of the day, simplified, took all the best things from a Z400 and put it on a Z202. So still some key differences there why you may select the 400, but you just have to know that going into it. So hopefully in today's video, we're able to show you what is new and improved on the Z202 and why you may choose it. And if you did enjoy today's video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please down below. Thank you.